I think they pressured him. They put some pressure on him. He kind of got out a little bit to run, but we definitely put our pads on him pretty hard at quarterback. But we got a lot of things to clean up, so we're going to go look at the film.
And how impressed were you by Appalachian State's skill players?
I was impressed. I mean, they had some guys. They had some guys that fought hard. They weren't in the atmosphere like this, to be able to not fold under pressure at all. I mean, they were good. They were pretty good. So all the credit to them.
Thanks, man.
I'm sure you got confidence in the guys that are around you that are younger, but how do you get them through moments like that where no matter how confident they are, they just haven't been in a moment like that? How do you get them through all of that and still have it work?
I mean, it's kind of, you got to lean on your leaders. We got guys that have been here since the program was, where it was at in like 2014. And so we know what it's like to be in a tight game, and we just kind of tell them, lean on our shoulder, let's go get it, up your play, and let's just go win.
Do you think this is going to be a kind of team where people are going to have to lean on leaders a little bit more than maybe last year, where everybody, for all intents and purposes, is a leader in a lot of ways?
We definitely used to have a lot more leaders, but we're just leaning on those guys that may not have played as much football, but have been around the program and they know the standard. So we're using those guys to make them be better leaders.
There's a lot of rotating going on right from the start. Young guys in different positions. How hard is that as a defense as a whole to kind of just stay in the same rhythm when you have different guys alongside you every series, or is it at all?
I mean, we go through practice with different rotations all the time, so we're used to it. But there's a standard of how we want it done on defense, and whoever's in there has to uphold that standard.
What's it like having a quarterback like Trace when it seems like every time it's a crunch time, his game elevates?
I mean, he's just one of the greatest. I know I'm close friends with him, but I say this all the time. I mean, he's just a winner. At the end of the day, with the ball in his hand, you got a good chance to win.
Describe the guy, KJ.
KJ, I mean, kid that came in last year, didn't get to play as a freshman, but just worked his butt off, kept nothing but positive attitude, and is definitely bringing good energy to the team and obviously good play. So I'm happy for him making some big plays.
Jen Johnson got his start today, middle linebacker. Can you describe him as a middle linebacker, also as a leader for the defense, how he kind of commands the huddle out there? What's he like?
Yeah, I mean, Jan's been in these situations. He's a guy that was ready. Coach Pride believes in him. We all believe in him. And he's done it over and over in practice. And so for him to come out in the game and do the same thing is nothing new to us.
He had a couple good hits, like a toe or a shoelace tackle at one point. I mean, how would you describe him as a player?
I know he's a good player. He's a physical player. He's a good athlete. He's a guy that everyone has respect for his game, and he works his butt off. So he does a good job.
Why so many problems in the fourth quarter for you guys on defense? It looked like you had the game won, and then all of a sudden touchdown.
Yeah, I mean we got caught out of place a couple times. I still got to go back and look at the film and really evaluate it, but we just got to play better technique and just.
Did that shock you?
I mean, a little bit, but we just knew that at the end of the day, when it came down to it, we had to get a stop. We knew we were going to need a critical stop in, whether it was in fourth quarter or overtime, we had to get it. So.
The leaders on this team have played in a lot of big games, and even going back to Minnesota 2 years ago, Iowa last year, picking up big fourth downs in the fourth quarter. Is there a sense that the leaders on this team have kind of seen whatever your opponent can throw at you, and so you'll be able to overcome it in games like this?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have as many leaders as we used to have, but we have those guys that have been around those winning teams and been here, so we know what the standard is. We know whenever it's crunch time, keep your head up and let's just play. And so we just kind of bring those younger guys kind of to lean on us and just go get the win.